Okay, Coach. Well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 43.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A very good gain on first down, 9 yards on the dump-off. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Jackson. They complete it to Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Ready. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. First carry now for Justice Hill. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Like 80. You don't want none. You don't get it. Pick up the ball. Watch twins. Watch twins. Big end.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Tighten up.
On second and 11 now. Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Mike 40. Tighten up. 50. Pull together. Hey, Haywood. Watch the out. Mike 40. Right here.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, that's Landry. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He's checking. Crash. Joker.
Mixon with a first down carry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Check 50. Check Nickers. Got to spin.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant, looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Check. Check 13. Check 13.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
We got 3 down. Check.
They'll run with the big man. This is Adams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Bengals nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
50. 8.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left, and that is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Yeah. You don't want none. Alert. Check 25.
Roethlisberger. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
I got him. Check 43. 44. Hey, Foxtrot.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Push him back.
To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Black 20. Take both of them. Slam. Check your hot read.
On first down, Mixon. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Right there.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On second down, Mixon. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the Ravens' 33-yard line.
You know why this team showed up?
Alert, alert! Crunch! Crunch!
No foul! Hey, exit! Lock it!
Now it's Roethlisberger. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day.
Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. It's taken to the 26. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Black 30. Fort Nickers. 66. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Show that bench release and go.
To throw here, Roethlisberger, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
This time Jackson will throw it. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. The intended receiver, Josh Reynolds. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone, being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And out of bounds, where will they spot it? At the 35-yard line, so great field position coming up. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Easy.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey.
Here's Grant. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage just come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
He's mine. Mike 40. We own
Quarter.
We own them.
Hey, orbit.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
All right, now. Black 80.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Watch the eye. Pick that.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Too little, Captain.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check.
50.
Here's Roethlisberger. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Go.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Going up top. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Charlie.
Check hot route. Hot.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Damiere Byrd, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Jackson throwing again. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Got him in. It's Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson will throw again. This will be caught by Brown. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Jackson. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
second down and goal. Jackson dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on second and goal, a sack on third and goal. Now brings up a decision on fourth down.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Take both of them. Give me that ball, defense. Tight dog.
On first down, Grant, he'll have a first down past the 40. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Corey Grant, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready? 50-yard. Check 55 to Mike.
Throwing on second down, Jackson. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 63 yards.
First down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jackson now, operating from the gun. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come out in the pistol.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Exit.
That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Josh Reynolds, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Again, Jackson. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. That's Ronnie Stanley, former top 10 pick from Notre Dame. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
We got 4. We got 4.
Jack 16.
Mike. 40's a Mike.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the catch good, it's Eifert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Roethlisberger now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Snickers, got to spin.
SOS. SOS. SOS.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
22, 44. Hey, wahoo!
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 35.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
7-7.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Under 10. 10. Safe. Check safety.
They run the counter. It's Grant. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll give it to Mixon, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw in film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Another try for Mixon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that did.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Bravo!
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Kill, turn up. Watch safety creep, watch safety creep.
Now Joe Mixon. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
He was brought down at the 26. Yeah. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Blue 30. Easy. Hey, let's go. I got one.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
That was murder on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Cincinnati, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week